So, to start it all a little bit backwards, first of all, I love the Muppet Show reference at the very end, and with old man make something, and Uncle Stan puppets. They looked amazing. So, love this part. Besides this, yay! The Sock Puppet Show, or whatever the name was, of the fourth episode of the second season of Gravity Falls, and whoa! I mean, Bill Cipher, ladies and gentlemen. He had his one appearance in the first season, and now he has this really early one. Like if he is not the big entity at the end, he is there in the fourth episode, and if I recall correctly, this is a 26 episode season. So I guess he will be there quite often from now on. I mean, relatively often. We have quite a bunch of villains or antagonists. Let's use a proper phrase. I mean, we have Bill, we have Pacifica, even so I'm still kind of hoping for an interesting arc involving her. We haven't seen the agency again, haven't we? I mean, the one that got introduced in the first episode. I would like to see more of them, actually. Nevertheless, talking about the episode at hand, it pretty much continues where the last one left off with the laptop. And at first, I was really a little bit critical, like when he's working with the laptop, which was already a nice tie into the previous episode, and then we get Mabel's crush singing, and the entire episode is called Sock Puppet Show or whatever. And I was like, okay, are we really going there that the interesting part about the laptop, about this bigger arc, is going to have to sidestep for this one episode arc, like that this filler takes over, but Dipper continues working on the laptop, so they actually merge them together to the point where they actually, yeah, totally became one with a Cypher taking over Dipper's body and destroying the laptop, which for me was really like, I don't know, will Zeus repair the laptop once again? But then again, the timer for the password ran out, so is the entire thing that started with the laptop last episode, is it really like over? I mean, apparently Dipper was very, very close to getting somewhere. That's why Bill intervened, but was it really that we got? Oh no, not the last episode. Actually, the second to last episode. Last episode was the Gulf War, and the episode before was the one in the bunker where they found the laptop. So yeah, Zeus repaired the laptop one for the time of one episode, and now we have the laptop, and now it's already gone again. So was it really just this kind of red herring, or will it come back in some way, that they will still be able to save something from it, that it was not completely that it's not completely out of the window? Because this would kind of take a little bit of the impact into the bunker head. I don't know. Maybe there's a bigger plan to it. Otherwise, if the laptop really was just introduced at the end of the second episode and reintroduced at the beginning just of the fourth episode, just to be completely taken out of the picture in the middle of the fourth episode. As I said, could be a red herring, could lead to something more. We'll see. Nevertheless, I liked that they reintroduced it, and I liked how they tied it together with this episode's arc, and that they kind of moved the laptop arc along as well by its destruction, one way or another. Having Mabel and another crush, I know that some people are really not liking it. I'm more on a neutral stand of it. I think Mabel is funny enough, and usually her objects of her crush, her love interests, are just so ridiculous. And with this guy, Gale being so over the top with always running around with his puppets, and well, the making out part in the end. I mean, yeah, he made out with his puppets, so do I have to say more about it? So yeah, they usually make it very clear that Mabel's love interests are jokes for one way or another, and they also don't spend too much focus on them. They just introduce them as something silly, something funny, something over the top, and usually move on rather quickly. What I liked about this episode was the love for detail and for creating continuity, like Dipper directly referring to Mamondo as Mabel's last crush. The way that when Bill took over Dipper's body, he was running like this, with his arms in a not dippery way. So they always spend a lot of detail, like Mabel actually voicing everybody in the play, and as a consequence, when the choir is singing, she's like, "Take it away, guys!" And all the puppets move their mouths, but it's only Mabel singing. They also once again did the Gravity Falls thing by taking a not too original story, but giving it a certain twist, a certain something that it did not feel too ordinary. I mean, you could see that probably Mabel would have to give up something, her old pay, to save Dipper. But the way they did it, with the very reflective way that she is like, yeah, he would do it, and even so going a little bit over the top at the end. I mean, why did she had to light the firework? It was just Bill talking through a puppet. Not much danger, so why did he blow up everything? Well, so we get rid of Gale, I guess. Not too much to say about the episode otherwise, except that I'm interested to see where stuff gets tied together, how it gets picked up. I mean, early Bill is kind of an indicator for a lot of Bill. Especially since he is so casual around. I mean, last time he had to be summoned and everything to be present at all. And apparently now nobody sent him back wherever he came from. And now he's just around and can pop into a story whenever he feels like it. So this kind of raises the stakes. Yeah, before I go, I wanted to give another theory on the author. I'm not sure how much I said in the last videos, but I came up with a new theory about who might be the author. My current theory is the GOAT. When I marathoned season 1 not too long ago, and I watched the entire season 1, I was like, the GOAT is often there. She's like the snail in Adventure Time, or this cat for some random reason in Trigon. She's appearing there very often. She's there in the very first episode. I would say it is the author in the body of the GOAT. Still going with not Bill Cipher, the shapeshifter's line of he hasn't been himself in 30 years. So what other ways are there to not be yourself? Theory number 1, the more obvious one, is that he pretty much just went mad and lives a little bit silly in Corp. Old Meg McGunkin. Hint, hint. But because somebody mentioned the carpet from the body switcher episode, I was like, what if the author switched bodies around and ended up in the GOAT? And therefore, he's hiding in the GOAT. Not sure in whose body the GOAT currently is, and it must not necessarily have been a one-on-one switch. It can be a very lot switching around. Maybe Old Mac McGunkin was involved as well. So maybe Old Man McGunkin is the body of the author. The mind of the author is in the GOAT, and the GOAT itself, there are a lot of retards running around in Gravity Falls. And well, those were my 2 bits about the episode. By now I'm feeling a little bit embarrassed about my cosplay, since Buck got the real deal of a hat and I'm still having not really upgraded anything. But well, it's what I've got, and so I make the best out of it. This is AnY saying, see you soon.